Franklin Pierce News, your source for on-campus, community, and local news. My name is Stephen Keimig.
And I'm Michael Black. Good afternoon. Over 100 people attended Arcade Night on Friday, March 6th. The event was held in Spagnola Hall from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. and was hosted by the class of 2017. The class budgeted close to $3,000 through the Student Government Association to bring this event to campus. Class of 2017 President David Hamilton says, "All we had to do was let the company know what games we wanted and where we would like them," which we coordinated with Scott Ansevan-Allen, Assistant Dean of Student Involvement. There were a total of 11 games to play at Franklin Pierce. Franklin Pierce senior John Bias says, "I thought Arcade Night was great. I liked the combination of simple games, such as foosball and skee-ball, along with the classic games, such as Pac-Man. There aren't too many areas like this in Rindge, so it was nice to bring back nostalgia for us college students." Arcade Night happens every year, but this year there were no prizes, just games.
If you want to have a good time, come to the Fitzies on Monday, May 4th in the Alumni Lounge from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. The Fitzies brings all of the Pierce Media Group units together to celebrate the accomplishments of the participating students. Television station manager of FPTV 25, Morgan Baker says, "I am very excited for the theme of this year's Fitzies. I think Fitzy Fiesta is going to be lots of fun. It is going to be very cool to reward the people for all of their work they have done this year. Each PMG unit has their own rewards criteria. In TV, there are categories such as Best Host, Best Male Talent, Best Female Talent, Crew Member of the Year, and Rookie of the Year. The winners are selected by everyone in the unit, voting whoever they thought was the best candidate, and whoever has the most votes wins. When you win, you get an award, but the Fitzy celebrates everyone's accomplishments, not just the winners. Anyone who has participated in the PMG units for the year 2014-2015 is welcome to come to the Fitzies. The Fitzies are free, and there will be food and drinks provided by the Pierce Media Group Fellows. If you have any questions, you can contact the Pierce Media Group Fellows or the graduate assistants in the Fitzwater Center."
With the NBA season coming to a close, the Boston Celtics are looking for the opportunity to be playing in this year's NBA postseason. The last time they made the playoffs was in 2013, in which they lost in the first round to the New York Knicks. Currently, the Celtics are the 8th seed. If the season ended today, the Celtics would have the last spot in the Eastern Conference playoffs. With new additions such as Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, and Jonas Jerebko, the Celtics hope that they can keep the 8th seed or even move up to the 6th seed. The Celtics have 12 games remaining, 6 at home and 6 on the road. Celtics head coach Brad Stevens says, "We are just going to keep fighting, scratching, and clawing. That's what we have to do and will do." The 2015 NBA playoffs begin on Saturday, April 18th. The last time the Celtics won a championship was in 2008. They currently have the most NBA titles with 17.
Across the country, the debate about the arts rages on. Many schools are looking into cutting budgets and programs in order to save money. These cuts are taking place everywhere, from the state schools in Florida to Franklin Pierce University in southern New Hampshire. Here's a look at how the Franklin Pierce Theater Department has changed a year after being cut.
Because it was a liberal arts school, and I don't feel as if we can live up to that name anymore. Especially as a part of the arts program, it was something that I came to college and I learned that I love to do, and I know it's affected the students and all of the staff adversely.
And the decision for them was really terrifying because they loved the school here. They were just too scared of the business aspect of it.
So, I mean, the school was in, there's been in financial problems. It was during the, the downturn in the economy and that kind of thing. So it didn't surprise me. I was disappointed about the majors that were cut, but I understood why. So that's, I've been around theater and in theater for over 50 years.
Despite the theater and other arts programs being cut, professors and students alike are working hard to keep the theater alive. The theater department put together one more play, A Cautionary Tale.
Listen to the end of the music. You'll need to know that last beat. Listen to it. Here it is. Bum, bum. Right, good.
So A Cautionary Tale was a type of theater called environmental theater. So instead of the audience coming down and sitting and watching us perform on a stage, they would come in, they would interact with us a little bit, be involved in the space that the show took place in. Then we would come in and perform.
But Pauline said, oh, what a pity, for when they burn it is so pretty. I'll just light a match or two, as I've seen my mama do.
I think the smaller colleges and universities will be doing a lot of major cuts like this. Your big schools who have big endowments will not. They will keep it. I mean, it's an expensive endeavor to keep theater and the arts. So, anyway, it's a sad commentary on the whole situation, but yeah. You know, the club that's being formed, I say that's a positive, and that eventually might grow into something else.
I can't take it anymore. I have to get out of here.
Dr. Andrews.
Sit down.
The Raven Theater Association is a club that was just formed this semester that takes all the arts on campus and kind of puts them together. Basically, our main goal is to take people from the music department, the theater department, the media department, as well as the photography or any of the other art areas, and utilize their talents in order to create shows and performances.
Theater is not going to go away. So it might go out. It might come out in a different form, but it's not going to go away.
My unit, FPTV, the Franklin Pierce television station, channel 25.1. We are the television station on campus. We are student-run, student-managed, and basically we film television shows and then play them to all of campus.
105.3 FM Ringe, the Talon, is our campus radio. We have many DJs every day come into this booth and create playlists, make announcements, really air the sounds of Franklin Pierce University.
The Pierce Arrow is the on-campus newspaper. We are the only on-campus print newspaper that is going around in circulation. It's comprised of me as well as all the editors and writers and photographers and graphic designers.
Raven Sports Network provides live play-by-play of all Franklin Pierce home games.
Within the Pierce Media Group, I am the director of Four Corners Marketing off-campus, and I work pretty closely with Alyssa Borelli, who is doing on-campus.
What I do is I reach out to on-campus clubs and organizations to see if they're interested in advertising in the newspaper as well as FBTV 25.
Being a leader within the Pierce Media Group has really helped me, again, with time management and working with deadlines, but it's definitely has also given me some valuable experiences working with clients. I've worked with individuals that loved the first draft of an ad that I've made, and some that literally had me do 23 drafts of an ad. So I've seen a whole variety of instances that I think has really helped to prepare me for a career after college.
I want to be remembered as the outgoing kid who always had a positive energy, even if sometimes, you know, my day wasn't going so great. I think so far I've done that, but I couldn't do it without the students around me and the fellow PMG members.
There's a lot more that goes on in the background that I didn't realize, especially with running a television station, getting permission, getting hours, and getting keys worked out, stuff like that. So it really opened my eyes to all of the other stuff that most people don't see.
I'll take away that you never have to go it alone. Even when the times get rough and you think that I have to do all this, like this is all on me, it's never the case. In the PMG, you always had a team, and I think in the real world, I'll take that with me. Being able to be independent, but also not too independent that you turn away help when you need it. It's really smart to know when you need someone behind you and to help you out with something you're working on. And that's a really good lesson that I think everyone can take away from the PMG.
I would give prospective students a lot of advice, but the major one would be just get involved right off the bat. If you want to have a radio show and you don't know anything about radio, as long as you have the passion for it, go ahead and do it. If you want to write for the Pierce Arrow, which I highly recommend you should definitely do, go ahead and do it. Even if you've had only a couple times where you've written a piece in proper journalistic form, but you want to elaborate on your skills because you think you might be interested in it, just try it. We'll work with you. Everyone on the PMG will work with you to give you better skills and to give you that experience. You just have to get up and try, and it's fun, and no one will ever tell you no.
My favorite memory in the Pierce Media Group is the time when Sarah Rodriguez, our radio station manager, wanted to write an article for the Pierce Arrow for our October edition for Halloween. It was Halloween themed, so we had talked about in our meeting about how the manor was haunted, so she wanted to test to see if this was true or not. So I kind of was roped in last minute to staying overnight in the manor with Steve, Chelsea, Sarah, as well as Katie Bernier, who is our staff, who was with us that night. And it was so scary, but it's definitely the most memorable.
My favorite memory is honestly probably the time when my fellow PMG fellows decided to sleep in the manor and go on a ghost hunt. And so they filmed this, tried to film the ghost, and they filmed their whole experience. I wasn't there that night with them. But what happened was once they were done, they tried to edit the footage, and there was just disaster after disaster. The footage wasn't working, the computers were breaking down, just nothing seemed to work. And we kept blaming it on the ghost, Edna, who obviously had followed us over here from the manor and was messing with us for trying to catch her on film. And it was, as much as it was highly annoying, it was quite funny because everything just seemed to be going wrong only in the footage that involved Edna.
I would say my favorite PMG memory would probably have to be my first meeting. You know, I was so nervous going there, and I'm thinking, oh, what are they going to think of me? I'm trying to build Raven Sports Network back from the ground up, and do they think I'm capable? Do they not? And the way they accepted me just made me realize I made the right choice.
I would like to thank Dr. Nebius as well as the rest of the PMG members for letting me be a part of the team and for giving me this opportunity, and just thanking everybody for their commitment, for their hard work, and for just making it a really great year, making it fun to be part of it, and also really making the unity come alive, making you feel like you are part of a team and that you're going to work with your friends and not like you're not competing with anybody, no one is against each other, everyone works together cohesively because we all are friends. And that's just the best thing ever. So thank you guys for being my friends.